Today we'll be doing an unboxing of the OutEquip 12-volt rooftop air conditioning and heater combo. Hey everybody, welcome back to Random Fix. So I am building out the camper here on the Sprinter, and what I've learned from my previous build is nothing is more important than making sure you're comfortable inside your van. So last time my vehicle had a factory air conditioning system and it was really annoying. The engine needed to be on for it to work. I was idling all the time and it was not a comfortable experience. It also had a diesel heater, and that diesel heater had so many safeguards put in from Mercedes that I could barely get it to operate, and I had to make special devices just so it could turn on because it needed to be in the very low temperature range for the unit to turn on. So in this video, we're going to be doing a quick unboxing of this. I'm going to show you guys where I'm going to install this and take a look at what's included, how easy this install is going to be when I'm ready to pull the trigger. Lately, the weather hasn't been very nice, and it's been a little challenging, so I am wearing a microphone to go and reduce the wind noise. So if that is helping, guys, let me know in the comment box down below, as it's been a crazy year here as far as the wind. So we got the unit here. It came nicely packaged up, and I'm really excited to get this installed. And in the later videos, I will be talking about powering it. And on the final install, I'll show you guys my setup. So make sure you guys check that out down below. And if the weather permits, I am going to do a mock-up. So I'm going to go ahead and wire up everything and just do a bench test to see how well the unit is designed. And before I cut a hole in my roof, I want to make sure that it works. So stick around. So let's go ahead and open this up. I'm very excited to do this. Wow, these guys are not playing. They included an Anderson connection. Now let's talk about this plug here. This is not an Anderson 120 connection. This is bigger. And this is how I'm actually powering up the van, using one of these connectors as well. So it's nice to see that they're using very easy to find hardware that is well known and well trusted. Awesome. Okay, so before I lift this, let me show you guys what's inside the box. So we have the other end of the connector. And again, this is 12 volt. I couldn't even imagine this as an option a few years ago. So it's really nice, and the fact that it's got a heater built in, and it looks like everything came nicely packaged. Nothing is broken. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. So there's the AC unit, which we'll take a look at it in a few minutes. Now let's take a look at what's included. Looks like we have some trim for the interior. Some nice looking air vents that actually move. More trim. Oh wow. More trim with holes already pre-made. Lots of hardware. Some information. Zip ties. Lots of goodies in there. We get some brackets. These are definitely going to be helpful. And again, nothing is damaged. Everything came in good shape. So this is the power leads right here. This will go to the positive and the negative. And then this just plugs into the unit. So wiring is going to be the simplest thing here. And wow, look at that. They went through and waterproofed everything. Nice. Okay. Now let's take a look at the unit. Everything's nicely wrapped up. There's that power lead. Looks like we got a drainage hole here that we got to make sure we don't block. And I'll lift this up in a couple of minutes so we can take a look underneath. Now let's take a look at the measurements really quick. And again, these aren't exact. This is just what I see. We got about 28 inches front to back. And about 28 side to side. And about 6 inches tall. The one thing that's really neat about this unit is the fact that this can fit in a standard 14 by 14 hole that you normally make for your fans. And the hole for a fresh install could even be smaller. So there's a lot of room to mount this in many different applications, not just camper vans. You could probably do it on RV, camper shells, and I don't see why you can't really mount this on a regular car if you wanted a 12-volt system. It's possible. So let's take a look at underneath now. So again, that's my power lead, and that's all I need to do to go ahead and get power to it is connected right there. And then underneath here we have two of these drain ports. So there's one on the other side, and this is really important because air conditioning systems go and take evaporation or humidity out of the air, and then they need a place to drain it. So this is where it's going to drain from, and this is the part that's actually going to protrude into the van. So there's not a lot. This part right here is just going to sit back, which is good. And again, it doesn't take up a lot of real estate on the inside. There's the other drain port right there. There's all the connectors that's going to go to the beauty trim and the controller. And looks really nice from here. Very well done. Now let me show you guys where this is going to get mounted in the van. And I just got windows put in yesterday, so I'm super excited about that. I'm letting these cure because these windows are really heavy. So if you guys want to check out the van build, make sure you guys stay tuned. And you don't need a complete roofing system, by the way, to install this. On my van, it's a little different, as I'm going to install it right there where that hump is. Then I'm going to go and put a deck on top. So I do have more options than that because it doesn't take up a lot of real estate on the inside. I also have the option of moving it back further. And I'm hoping that the trim that they included allows for these humps here. As I know some of the older units had that, and basically you can go notch it out around here, and it's already prefabbed. This unit could fit in a lot of different locations. And you don't probably even have to center it. So you could put it a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left. This is where my kids normally sit. So I'm going to go and install a chair for them in this area right here. So that's why I was thinking the air conditioner and heater would be great right there. This is another great location too, because the front part will sit right here and then it'll be back. Now let me show you guys on the inside. Again, this is under construction. So here's that bump that I showed earlier. It would go right here on the inside. In case you were curious on how I'm going to power this up, it's going to be very easy. This goes right here, and the black one will go there. And the power is going to be provided by 13,000 watt hours of lithium iron phosphate. And I'll leave you guys the updated video so you guys can go ahead and check that out. And it's very easy. So they included a cord that is really long, it's 15 feet. Let's just get into some quick specs about the unit, and then I'll leave you guys links to the actual install in the video description box down below. And again, I'm super excited to get this inside the van with 10,000 BTUs of cooling power and 4,500 BTUs of heating power. This is definitely going to make the van comfortable all season, and I think they've done a great job with this. They include a lot of great hardware that is needed. And I do want to mention that OutEquip did send me the unit here for a review and install video, so I can show you guys how to install it and to get some feedback from me. And as always, guys, I'm going to give you guys the truth. That way you guys know exactly what you're getting. The vendor doesn't get a bunch of returns, and they get a chance to make the product even better in the near future. And the one that I'm showing you guys here is the updated model, so I'm sure it's going to have some new benefits. So the weather is not letting up, and this is why we are installing air conditioners and heaters that come in one package and can fit on top, which is great. And they're 12 volt powered. So I've done a mock-up. There's the power going to the cable. Have it coming into my power station. And the remote has batteries. The batteries is not come included. And if you hit turbo and swing at the same time, it'll change to Fahrenheit. Black to black, red to red. So I went through and made the connection, and I put the trim piece in place, and it's a really nice fit. I have it set to turbo and set to 63 degrees on the cool side. This is the lowest you can set it for. The unit is only taking in 45 amps. So that's pretty impressive. There is a fuse built onto here for 120, I believe, and there's another yellow fuse on the panel that is rated at 20 amps. So let's take a look at it from underneath. Alright, so we are underneath. Got nice cold air coming in, and I'm trying to get this video done for you guys before it starts raining. So we know the AC definitely works. It's not loud, very easy to operate, and very easy to understand remote. Now let's go ahead and change the mode to the heater. So I have it set to 86 degrees. I can definitely feel the air getting hotter. That is definitely a good sign. The compressor turned off, and this is not really loud, guys. I'm honestly surprised. And once this is installed, obviously the vents, everything else goes in here, and they're all provided and perfect fits. Oh, there's even a built-in light. Check that out. So there's a turbo mode on the heater as well. So I just activated that. I think that's what that symbol right there is. It's got a person with 2 biceps. And let's check out the amperage draw with the heater on full blast, set to the highest temperature, which is going to be 86. So this unit right here is going to be 4,000 watt hours, and my complete system will have 13,000. So the heater is taking in 39 amps. And let's take a look at the top side. So the fan is definitely not running when the heater's on. Nothing is warm, and it feels good. So I'm definitely pleased with the quality, the noise level, and the performance. And setting it up was a breeze. So far I have not had to open an owner's manual. Simplicity is key when it comes down to camper vans, because once you're on the road, you do not want to tinker around with something that's very complicated. And this is definitely not going to be complicated, but it does work. Nice hot air. So I normally don't do this, but if I'm going to cut a hole on the van, I want to make sure that everything's quality. So I've taken off the lid. Everything's nicely tucked away. It's neatly run. Insulated. Nothing's torn. And just like a vehicle, this is the condenser down there, and this is going to be the fan that cools it off. Again, 12-volt air conditioning systems. I couldn't have imagined this, but they exist, and they're pretty cool and compact too. So here's going to be that nice compressor for the AC system. And again, it's got those nice bushings, so it's not going to vibrate, and it keeps the noise level down. So after inspecting everything, they've done a really good job with this, and everything's sealed up, glued. So far I haven't really found anything that I don't like. I do wish that this seal right here was actually fitted, but it's grommeted right there, so that definitely works. So I'm super excited to get the OutEquip air conditioning and heater combo on the van. I think it's going to be a great fit and very easy to install. I'll leave you guys links to the actual install video, as well as any product links or coupon codes that I find in the video description box down below. And as always, make it a great day. Thank you again.